Sean Diddy Combs was stoic as the judge handed down his 50-month sentence. That's more than 4 years. Now, Sean Combs, from my observation sitting inside that courtroom, did not have much of a reaction as his fate was handed down to him. It was actually moments before that he got emotional, crying when he spoke to the judge, which was the first time that he had addressed the court at length throughout his entire 2-month trial. Now, he faced his children and he said, "I am sorry, I have failed you as a father." He then looked at his mother sitting in the gallery of the courtroom and said, "You raised me better than this." And that is when his voice was cracking and when he began to cry. Now, Sean Combs's attorneys took a very long time with the sentencing proceedings today. 5 of his attorneys speaking at length to the judge, talking about how he is a changed man, how he is a man who suffered from drug abuse, but that he has a lot of good to offer the world. In fact, one of his attorneys saying that the world needs Sean Combs. Another one of his attorneys crying as she told the judge that she herself was inspired by Sean Combs. Now, despite the defense's efforts, the judge said that, of course, he was taking that into consideration and that he agreed with his attorneys that he has made great impact on the world as a self-made businessman who has inspired so many, particularly the Black community. But here's what the judge said when he scolded Combs. He said, quote, "History of good work cannot wash away this case." He said that he used his abuse to get your way. He asked Combs, why did the abuse continue for so long, that being the abuse against Cassie and Jane? And he said, quote, "Because you had the power and resources."
My friends, welcome to Neil. I have a story to tell where the story always begins. So let me tell you something. Excuse me. Diddy was found not guilty on the bigger charges of what he was going through, accused of, but he was charged for 2 of the counts, lesser counts. So I believe, for one, the judge gave him 4 years, so it's federal. So he did over a year in jail already. So he would have some time off on that. So he probably only would serve maybe 2 years, 2 years. Considering the whole situation, I think he still got off leniently, but also I believe that he got charged with the same issues that a lot of people get away with all day. So my whole thing is, they was looking, I think the feds was out to get this man. Regardless of the reasoning, he's guilty. But was he guilty enough to go ahead and have 4 years? I thought he would have got like 2 years, time served, suspended sentence, or maybe a little more time in jail. But 4 years, I think is good and bad in that. But I think that was unfair. That's just me. Now, I'm not a Diddy fan. I'm not a Diddy. I even don't like his music anymore. But I think, with my opinion, that Diddy got away. He only going to use, it's easier said than done, but he's just going to use a couple of years, right? I'm not saying, compared to what he could have been, he could have been in jail for life. So he still will have his money was not touched. He's going to probably have a lot of civil suits. But at the end of the day, and that may leave him a little broke, but he got people who think he's going to be straight broke. No, he's not. He still got the royalties to Biggie's whole catalog. I mean, come on, y'all. He is not going to be struggling. So, I mean, let's just keep it real, man. I think he got away with stuff, but I think he was unfairly judged. And I think he made the wrong person upset. And he ticked off the wrong people. And I believe that the judge gave him Sorry, y'all. The judge gave, I believe, the best I think he could, considering the people of power that be. That's just me. He didn't give him the whole 11 years easily that he could have got. But it was more of like, to me personally, I think he should have gave him 2 years. 4 years and some months is still wrong. You gotta do 80% of the time. In reality, still probably gonna do, no. He probably gonna be on monitors. I think I want to get back to y'all on that. I want to see actually how much time he literally have, because just because he had 4 years, he got time served. So I'm trying to figure that one out. That's why I was wondering, why was Diddy trying to get out of jail? And nah, I believe Diddy was trying to be on some dirt, but that's just my opinion. So let's get in. I'm about to cut this short. 1, he really upset somebody. 2, I think he was charged, sentenced a little bit heavy-handed because of his history, and he made somebody upset, because a lot of people get charged with this and don't even do a year in jail, if that, right? So I think they was throwing the book at him for whatever he did. Now, he did some crazy stuff, like he done some stuff, but they did the same thing from O.J. Simpson, where they threw the book at him on a totally different charge because he got away with the other charge, right, that they felt. So I think Diddy got unfairly charged when it comes to sentence. He got unfairly sentenced. I don't believe he should have done 4 years plus, considering what everybody else have been charged with and sentenced with that have the same criteria. That's just my take on it. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all later. I had to make this video because it's hot off the prices. Drink big, think big, dream big. Always make sure you tell your side of the story. All right.